We say A from Toronto. For this one from north of the border, I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, the motto in Canada is We the North. There's only one direction the Raptors are going right now, and that is up.
Ed, I heard it all. Hustle over hype. Built for bought. North over everything. It doesn't matter what the battle cry is. This team is ready.
There's a great thing going on right now here in Ontario, and a great game to start right now. The Toronto Raptors begin the game with the basketball. To Danny Green. For the Raptors right now, it's twofold. Not just winning with Kawhi, but trying to keep Kawhi.
I think Toronto has to look at this as a one-year lease. You have to get as much out of Kawhi as you can. The goal is to win a championship, and the goal is to win one now.
Danny Green to Lowry. Screen coming. Lowry matched up with Nurkic. Leonard knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. The follow won't go either. D has got it. Damian Lillard missed his first. That one goes.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Here comes the screen. McCollum to Lillard. To McCollum. Not today.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
To Lowry. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Oh, he should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Lowry at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. Unable to connect on the free throw. Lillard. Free throws coming up.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Missed the second. 0 for 2. Lowry with it. Just under a minute to go in a low-scoring first quarter of play. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. To Ibaka. Danny Green against the Lehigh product. Won't go down. Defenders lucky he wasn't called. McCollum into the front court. 10-2 the score. Here comes the screen. For three. Desperation shot here from half court. Lowry sizing up Aminu. The quarter comes to an end. The Raptors in front. On to the second quarter. Neither team sees control in the first. Some interesting things, though, certainly on display.
And when both teams are playing at this level, it just continues to reaffirm that I was excited to watch both of these teams play this entire week. It's been a solid game so far, but this has a chance to be a great one down the stretch.
D has got it. Damian Lillard. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Leonard to Danny Green. Here comes the screen. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Trailblazers take over. McCollum. To Lillard. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Harkless. Wide open look, won't go.
And I'm telling you from personal experience, those are the ones that keep you up late at night. A point-blank miss right there. You gotta make those.
Lowry into the front court. Leads 3. Screen coming. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
McCollum with the basketball. Down 5. To Nurkic. Harkless. They work it down to Aminu. Rebound taken by Toronto. Lowry into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Danny Green matched up with Nurkic. Screen coming. Danny Green to Ibaka. Has a look. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error. To McCollum. The screen sets him up for 2.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Ibaka, defended by Harkless. Lowry to Leonard. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Doesn't get the bounce. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Damian Lillard has got 2 shots coming. Career 88% from the line. Knocks down the first.
Right back to you.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Kyle Lowry with the rock. Good look that time, but off the mark. Straight on 3. At the buzzer. So a tight one as we reach the break in a one-point game. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. The Raptors have themselves a narrow lead. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible. And if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Toronto Raptors. The Trailblazers aren't down by much after 2 quarters. Offensively, when they're in the paint, they've had success. They need to keep that up if they want to take the lead in this contest. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Portland Trailblazers.
Game track. Points in the paint.
I found it to be a refreshing first half of basketball. In the age of analytics and the 3-ball, it was nice to see guys battling for points in the paint.
Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on the show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite.
Who was cold?
McCollum has really struggled today with his scoring output. Newsflash, you're not on fire. Pass the ball. Here's our top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Lillard to McCollum. Here comes the screen. Lillard to McCollum. Portland down to 4 to shoot. Lillard to McCollum. Fires the 3, and C.J. McCollum, zero hesitation, knocks down the 3.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Serge Ibaka. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
Old school equals high percentage.
Harkless to Lillard. Down low Nurkic. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Lowry to Leonard. Trying to cash in, knocks it down off the step back.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Lillard to Nurkic. And count the basket inside.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Danny Green, down low for Leonard. Kawhi Leonard, looking good, 4 for 5.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Lillard to Harkless. Over to the right side. McCollum, work it down to Nurkic. Knocked loose. Taken by the Raptors.
Tie ball game. Make this possession count.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Game's all tied in the final minute here in the third. Kawhi Leonard matched up with Nurkic. Shot from in close, no good. Trailblazers with the basketball. Lillard to McCollum. Short jumper misses. Leonard can't go down. Smothering defense. That'll do it. Third quarter complete. This game is all tied up. Raptors ball as we get going here in the fourth. And this game's been everything we could have hoped for. All tied up after 3.
This is what happens when you have winners on both sides. People who are not willing to give up and will continue to scrape and claw to get themselves in a position to win this ball game.
Lowry. A bad pass there. Blazers have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Harkless to Lillard. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen.
Oh, you guarding me? Please give me the ball. Please give me the ball.
Lillard. Off the mark. No good. Lowry with it. Our score all even here in the fourth quarter. To Leonard. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Damian Lillard trying to cash in on a 3-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw's good for Lillard. The Blazers add one more to their total.
2 minutes remaining.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Danny Green, defended by Yusuf Nurkic. Leonard to Lowry. Here's a chance from long range. Second effort. And a putback slam.
And I got a chance to hear a lot of the conversation at the bench. And one of the things they called out was owning the backboards. Looks like the message is really getting through.
Ah, the monster stuff.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Lowry into the front court. His guys down 3. To Danny Green. Leonard. To Danny Green. 5 to shoot for Toronto. Leonard. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
D has got it. Damian Lillard. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Lowry, defended by Harkless. To Leonard. Pascal Siakam. Ibaka, defended by Al-Farouq Aminu. Lowry creates the space to bury the 3 on the step back.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Defense. Defense, let's go.
Runner's good there.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout. Barring a 4-point play, this is a 2-possession game. Let's see how they decide to attack this. Kawhi Leonard in a matchup with Harkless. Here's the whistle. Intentional foul.
Some players are built to handle these moments. On one end, you just sparked your team, and at the same time, you also got under your opponent's skin. Just want to manage through the emotions here and not take it too far.
Now whistle. Intentional foul comes with 24 seconds left in the game.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
First try, no good. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Now the Raptors going to use a timeout. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a 2-possession game. Danny Green, defended by Yusuf Nurkic.
Big pick right there.
To Lowry. Well done, Kyle Lowry. He's now 4 for 6. And they'll get the intentional foul. So 2 free throws coming up, and you figure 1 out of 2 could be enough to seal the deal. Damian Lillard at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. Oops, he missed the first one. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Kawhi Leonard sizing up Aminu. It's the Trailblazer. Hits the late 3 at the buzzer, but it's not going to be enough. This game is all over.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Trailblazers took this down to the wire before getting the win. For these guys, it wasn't enough to just keep possessions alive with offensive rebounds. They were determined to include some points, and they were rewarded for their effort. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Portland Trail Blazers. The Raptors finished on the losing end of a close score. This loss is sure to be all the more bitter because of how well they shot from beyond the arc. Their percentage from three-point range was outstanding. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Toronto Raptors.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Damian Lillard could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school. Here's our top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.